Hi, this is Genita M. I am the medical director of the Biosanctuary and the Total Immersion EcoClinics Retreats. I'm also the author of The Science of Weight Loss. How the Science of Weight Loss came about is after 20 years of working with seriously compromised addicts, those on psych drugs with a lot of mental health issues, and regular people just wanting to get healthy, but everything in between that you can imagine. I realized that I had a golden nugget here. You know, people were losing weight, you know, and the reason being, especially the psych drug people, is because the first thing I would fix is the gut, because without the gut being well, nothing else can work right. And because I was putting so much emphasis on the gut, people, because I had to, psych drugs just destroy the gut. I mean, all drugs do. Alcohol can in 3 days. But you know, the GMOs and all the chemicals in foods and the chemicals you're exposed to in the air and water, they destroy the gut. But psych drugs specifically, they just drill holes. They're so toxic, they drill holes through the gut. That's your leaky gut syndrome, as does GMOs. So anyway, because this is a complete comprehensive system and I'm cleaning everything out, my first thing I had to do was clean out the gut and get it functioning well. And everything was looked at, from IBS, leaky gut, diverticulitis, all of it. And my people in, you know, the 10-day retreats, they were losing a lot of weight if they needed to lose it. If not, they really didn't lose weight. There is a lot of fat in the diet, actually. This is the first 10 days is actually a nutritional ketosis diet, because I have to get all the bad bacteria, starve it out of the colon. So anyway, I thought, you know, I'm going to research this and find out what's really happening. What is happening that, you know, these people are losing weight so quickly, because there is a lot of fat in the diet. And so I did. I went into research for about a year to find out exactly what it was in my program, and then I focused on weight loss and even built out the program even more to focus specifically on weight loss. And that was the inception of The Science of Weight Loss. It's just been published. So anyway, today I'm going to interview Tina. I worked with her son about a year ago, and when The Science of Weight Loss came out, she gave me a call and she said, Genita, I want to come in for the 10 days. So I'm gonna interview her today. It's going to be a short interview, so hang in there. I know the attention spans these days. And you're going to find out the amazing, amazing results. And this isn't just about weight loss. You know, people have gut issues today, and painful and also disease-causing gut issues. And you want your gut well. And when your gut's well, you know, you're going to hear a lot. You're going to hear how she took 13 minutes off of her hike in 10 days. You're going to hear about how her energy switched over on day 6. She was, you know, the first few days are a little rough because you're detoxing. It's hard on the body. You're getting stuff out, so it's gonna load the kidneys, the liver. But it happens quick. When it's over, and you start feeling great. So anyway, I'm gonna start the interview with Tina. We're gonna go over her vitals. I do before and afters, and she's gonna tell you about her experience and how much weight she lost. All right, stand by. Okay, Tina, you want to introduce yourself?
Tina Castle.
Okay. When did you start your 10-day program? It was the 24th, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of August.
Yes. So today is your 9th, the end of your 10th day. It's September 2nd, 2015. And I want to ask you, why did you decide to come in?
Well, I wanted to kind of isolate myself from everybody else, because I felt like it would make it easier for me to stick to the plan. Because when you're going from eating like I was, you're eating, you know, seriously, I had a food addiction, and when you're going from that to something that really at first seems like, wow, I don't know if I can survive on that much, and just all the other things that you have to do, it's a lot of work, and I just felt it would be easier to do it here.
And learn the process.
Concentrate.
Yeah.
Learn the process and also concentrate on just this.
Mm-hmm. Take out some time for you.
Yeah.
Me time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So you want to share? I was about to share your vitals. I can get that right now. But how much weight did you lose?
I lost 9 pounds. No, almost
Almost
10
10,
pounds,
9.6 in
yeah.
9 days. Tomorrow
Right.
morning is actually the true loss for 10 days. So you're gonna weigh yourself again at home tomorrow morning,
Right.
and get a hold of me, and we'll update this. It'll probably turn out to be about 11 pounds in 10 days. So what are some of the improvements in your health that you've experienced beyond the losing weight?
Wow. I mean, everything. I mean, like, this cloud is lifted. I have a lot more energy. I cut from the first day that I did my hike till this morning, so in 10 days, I trimmed 13 minutes off my hike.
And that's an uphill hike too.
Yes,
to
it
go
is.
to the observatory. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I was telling you before, I had this feeling in my legs whenever I would stretch out. I had kind of like this burning, kind of achy sensation, especially in the backs of my legs.
Mm-hmm.
That's all gone. I mean, my energy is just way up, even that time that I timed myself today, my legs were sore today because I jogged down yesterday.
Yeah, you jogged down yesterday. You could barely make it up the first time, then you jogged down.
I jogged down today too, but my legs were sore from yesterday. So I could, in a couple more days, I know I'll trim off at least another minute. You know?
Yeah.
And it's just the energy. It's just the clarity. It's just, you know, it's everything.
Yeah. Are you bouncing out of bed in the morning instead of feeling sluggish and?
Yeah, I mean, I still, myself, when I first wake up, I like to lay in bed for a little bit, but yeah, then I just get up and start doing things. Yeah, so it's definitely easier to get out of bed. I'm not sleeping as much either.
Yeah.
Last couple nights, I only slept about 6 hours, and I feel rested. I don't feel tired.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, earlier in the program, you know, I was tired, and I took a nap in the day. You know, like after we were done, I would go back and take a nap.
Because you're wasted.
It didn't get real bad until about the 5th day.
Yeah.
5th day was pretty rough.
And then the 6th day completely turned around.
And
that's when the energy popped.
It completely turned around, honestly, in about 2 to 3 hours. Just boom. Because when I left here, I was beat. You know, and then all of a sudden I got home, or I got to where I was staying, and after a couple hours I'm like, well, I feel pretty good. Yeah. I mean, you know.
And it's only been getting better and better and better since day 6. Yeah.
Since then it's,
I tell people that the first 4 to 6 days, everybody is different, but it's always, the window is 4 to 6 days, because detoxification is very hard on the body, especially the first few days. We call those the quicksand days. People feel like they're moving through quicksand. But once that metabolism kicks in and we clean you out and the cells can start working again, and mitochondria is boosted, you know, things just get better and better and better every day.
And then once you start to feel good and you feel that turn, it's really motivating. Yeah,
and inspiring. Yeah, you feel like getting things done. Yeah. Well, do you have anything else that you want to add?
It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's totally worth it. I mean, if you think, you know, this is expensive, I mean, you know, honestly, it's your health and everything. I mean, that's the way I looked at it. I'm not a rich person, and you know, I scraped up the last amount of money I had to come out here, and I quit my job. You're
ready for change.
Because I knew I needed it.
And while you were here, you got a really great job offer.
Yeah,
things happen like that. Yeah. It's a magical thing. I don't know what it is, but when people start getting well, things just start lining up and falling in place for them when they start doing the right thing. I see it over and over again in every single one of my patients that do what they need to do.
And the other thing I want to say is I don't feel that addiction anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, really, well, because my last 30 days before I came here, I just kind of got into a bad funk. You know, I was eating fast food almost every night. And I just, you know, just like in that video that you had me watch about that guy that ate at McDonald's for 30 days straight, he said, you know, every time, you know, like he would start thinking about food, and then when he ate, he would have a really happy feeling, and that's the way I was.
That's straight up addiction. They put chemicals in there to get in that food to get people addicted. MSG is addictive.
And
it's an excitator.
When he said that, I totally could identify with that.
And you don't feel that addiction anymore, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's just like my alcohol patient load. It's all of them. You know, when you get the body working, when the body's supplying all the natural feel goods and it's working the way it's supposed to work, you have a natural aversion. Actually, aversion to drugs and bad food. It's not going to taste good, you know.
Yeah. Because
that kind of food, it dumbs down your taste buds. All that salt and sugar and fat dumbs down your taste buds. When you're in this kind of condition, your receptors on your taste buds are wide open, and they can, you can get satisfaction from good natural foods. An orange is going to send you to heaven, you know. Yeah. You don't need that stuff anymore. The body naturally craves good food when it's clean.
The other thing I wanted to say, and you kept telling me, oh, the hunger's going to go away, and I was like, this lady's crazy, I don't know, this isn't very much food. You know, but I had faith, and I did exactly what you told me, and especially now, the longer as we go along, and I woke up one night, and man, I was just walking around in my little apartment, because I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. I mean, I don't know, you know. But, you know, I stayed on the program, and now...
we broke the hunger cycle.
Yeah, I would say, well, when I started feeling better, then that's when that hunger went away.
Yeah. Well, that's because we're killing all the bad bacteria, the harmful bacteria that's craving those starches and all that sugar and everything. You know, that's their food, you know. They send signals to the brain saying, gimme, 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 gimme. Yeah, and when they start dying off, and you're winning the fight, and the good bacteria is going in there, pushing them out too, you know, that hunger, that false hunger, it's actual false hunger, goes away. And it also goes away as the insulin resistance leaves too. You know, when you can't get glucose into the cells, then you know, you're just going to be hungry all the time because you're not getting glucose into the cells because you know, you have insulin resistance. But that goes away, you know, within about 10 days on this program too.
Right.
So that's why you're doing so well on your hike too. One of many, many reasons.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to conclude our interview. You know, Tina, it's been wonderful working with you. I'm so glad that you came out here and that you're doing this for yourself.
I am too. I tell you, this lady knows what she's doing. She does, and that's not an understatement.
Thank you.
She knows exactly what she's doing. You got to come here. You have to do the program and do it as she says, and you'll feel great. Really.
Thank you. Thank you, Tina.
Well, you're welcome.
You get a free smoothie for your drive home to Vegas.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. That will conclude. So in closing, I'd like to share Tina's report card with you. I take vitals before and after the program because it's not just about losing weight, and it is a very, very fast-moving and fast-acting program, so there are certain things that I do need to take care of and keep an eye on. So I take blood pressure, I take pulse, I take glucose, I take ketones. Ketones are the byproduct of burning fat. Most people burn fat today at about 0.1 to 0.3 millimoles. Not very much. Their bodies just are not trained to burn fat anymore because they snack all the time. Most people eat throughout the day. That's why it's so important to leave 4 or 5 hours in between meals, because it forces your body to go after fats, which are the last things that the last component that the body, foodstuff that the body will go after to burn for fuel. It's easy to, to get the simple carbs up there. It's easy to get the complex carbs, and it plays with the proteins a bit. And then it starts using the fats for the longer term energy. But people don't give the body time enough to get there. They snack, and then the body starts all over again with the simple carbs and the carbs and the proteins. So anyway, there's a Dr. Volek out there. He's a world-renowned. He's an excellent scientist. Has a multi-million-dollar lab. Works with world-class athletes. I have a tremendous amount of respect for this man. He's just a really good scientist, and he works with athletes for peak performance. They're on a nutritional ketosis diet, and anyway, he says in a video on YouTube that it takes him about 2 to 3 weeks to get his clients to 1.5 to 3 millimoles, which is the ideal millimoles fat burning rate. Again, ketones are a byproduct of burning fat. So you measure ketones to know if you're a fat burning machine or if you're storing it. At 0.1, you're storing it, believe me. And anyway, Tina's ketones when she came in was a standard 0.1, okay? And this morning when I tested her, 3.1 in 10 days, okay? So Dr. Volek, you gotta brush up. Anyway, I'm very happy about this program and about that, because when you're burning ketones, when you're burning fat to produce 3.1 ketones, you are a fat burning machine, all right? So I also test pH, I test oxygen delivery, I test the lung capacity for oxygen delivery, temperature, and weight. So again, Tina came in at 199.6. Today, and was the morning of her 9th day actually. She's going to get a hold of me tomorrow morning and give me her scale numbers tomorrow morning for a full 10 days. But in 9 days, she left, well this morning she was 190.2. So she lost 9.4 pounds in 9 days. So, and she didn't really hit the gym. She just did a 40-minute hike. You know, people that exercise a bit more will lose more. Her blood pressure went from 126/87 in just 9 days, because she tested that this morning, to 110/77. Her pulse went from 68 to 66, not much change there. Her glucose was a little concerning. She came in at 93. She left at 87, but she had kefir this morning. She forgot not to eat. But that's okay, because that tells me that her insulin is actually working for her, okay? When insulin's not working well, her blood sugar would have went much farther up. And we did test her with no food on day 6, it was, in the morning, and she was 81. So she went from 93 to 81 in 6 days, and she would have been a lot lower today had she not had that kefir. But anyway, she's going to get a ketone and blood sugar tester when she gets home in Las Vegas, and keep an eye on that and keep me posted. So her oxygen delivery improved just a point, which is good, because she was 96 and then she was 97. Temperature stayed about the same. So anyway, you know, that's an excellent report card for 9 days, all right? You know, people, you know, give people drugs for, you know, the condition, you know, that she presented when she came in, and in 9 days we erase any reason. Well, there's no reason for a drug of any kind, but in 9 days we erased any reason for a doctor to even consider any drugs. So that's the science of weight loss, and thank you for watching. And well, I'm going to be doing a lot of these interviews, all right, because I'm really enjoying watching these clients just get energy and lose weight and be happy. All right, take care.